Well, hey there. Welcome back. Well, okay. Welcome back to you guys. Yeah, I know. It's been a minute since we posted a video, and I've got to apologize for that, but man, I have been sick. I have not been this sick since my junior year of high school when I had tonsillitis, and this thing wiped me out for the better part of a week. And I mean down and out, bad, and that's enough to it. No implants, as my buddy Billy might imply. Thanks, Billy. But yeah, so I'm feeling much better now and got to get back to it here, and so we wanted to give you lots of updates. So the goats, yep, they're gone. You know, the reason we did that, we love our goats. We love them to pieces. You know, all the TLC we gave Hope, and finally had to give up on her. And this was Nellie, her sister, and Elvis. But they did go to a good home. They're right over across the state line here in Tennessee. Really nice guy. He's got 5 acres of way overgrown area that he needs some help with, and they were glad to oblige. As soon as we got on the property, they just started chowing away on all the brush and the trees and everything that was in there. So they went to a good home, but we just couldn't deal with the amount of time we were chasing them out, or back in, I should say. Every time we turned off the power, Nellie was smart enough to know, it's off, I'm going through, don't care, I'm going through. And she did. She would go right on through the line, and when they were in with the sheep, then the sheep said, oh, hey, the line's not on, let's go. And so we had sheep going one way, goats going the other, and we were just spending way too much time and energy trying to keep them in. So, you know, we just made that decision. You know, we've tried a lot of different animals and different types of goats and things, and they just weren't a good fit for us. Now, maybe down the road in the future, maybe we'll get some more goats. We do adore them, and they are fun, and we do miss them, but it was time to move them on. And let's see. I do want to thank you for all the prayers. The family issues do continue on a couple different fronts, and your prayers are definitely desperately needed, and we appreciate those. Maybe at a future date we can discuss that further, but not right now. So we appreciate the prayers. But let's see what else is going on. Spring, summer is in full go. We've been planting green beans, and the peas have been in for a while, but squash, zucchini, tomatoes, you name it, we're trying to grow it. We're trying different varieties to see what really stands out, what grows really well here. We've already seen just over the years some of the better green beans that we like better taste-wise and grow better, and stringless versus string, blah, blah, blah. But we've got lots of green beans in the ground. We always do really well with those. There's Belle. Hi, Belle. She's a good girl. Yeah, come on, let's walk on up. So walk on up here a little ways. I know there's many things. Rabbits. We had 4 litters born. Thank you, Lord. We've lost them all again. Different reasons. One, when they were very, very tiny, we found Tiger Lou, one of the barn cats, under there, reaching claw through and poking them, getting them. And we're sure that he took out a few of them. But some of the others, mysterious. I don't know how they got out, how they disappeared. They were really bigger than what the mama would eat at that point, as far as protecting them. One was the size of my fist, seemed to be doing fine one day, the next day gone. There are no holes. I have climbed into their hutch, I have climbed around, wiggled the boards. It's like magic. I just don't know. It's the baby's just gone, and so all 4 litters are now gone, so we're back to square one. So we'll breed the rabbits again and see what we can produce. And I don't know. And let's see what else. We have guinea eggs in the incubator. They should be hatching, or should have been hatching. Hey, look, Carolina wave, gnats are back. Come on, Belle. So hopefully we get some more guineas. We lost Denise's favorite last night. We had an awful thunderstorm. Not that had anything to do with it, but she's been sitting out under a brush pile. She'd laid her nest in there, and nice good sized pile of eggs. And this morning, very few eggs, no guinea, lots of feathers. Something got her. It had to have been a possum. Just guessing. We don't have a fox or coyote pressure right now down there, so we're pretty sure it was probably a possum. And that stinks, because of course, it was Denise's favorite. She was the one friendly guinea, and she is no more. So, in fact, I need to go bury the remains. Get that mess cleaned up. Let's see, what else? Let me turn around here. It's such a pretty spot up here. And let's see. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? We're up at the landing area where they were loading the logs. Right up in here where Belle is. The grass is growing and the trees are greening up. And the forest is doing its best to hide the damages from the hurricane too. So it's the cleanup continues. Road work down the main road down here. They're now putting another layer of the asphalt on for the roads that had been damaged. The damage was repaired. Now they're smoothing it all out. It'll be nice. A lot of delays, but hey, it comes with progress, right? Now let me see here. Let's go up here a step. Be right back. All right, well, I'm back. Sorry about that. Now, let's see. What else? I know Denise is going to be saying, well, what about this? And what about this? And what about this? I gave you as much as I can remember, but I do want to thank Denise for not only taking care of me for a week straight, which I know she would do anyway, of course, but I feel bad because she had to take care of all the animals by herself and me on top of it. You know, I try not to be too whiny of a sick person. I'm probably not easy to get along with, but I hear horror stories of people that, you know, they need to be hauled off in the ambulance, and I don't think I was at that point. So,
oh, bless your heart.
Anyway, anything else? I think, you know, that's probably about as much of an update as I'm gonna have for you today. Like I said, we've got so many things growing and going, and this, that, and the other thing. You know, it's just hard to keep up with it all. So, you know, as always, you need a hoary knife. You know, I do know that for a fact. renewedhomestead.com/shop. And as long as you're thinking about that, go down and hit the like button. Give us a big thumbs up. You know, our channel suffers when I don't get videos out at least 3 times a week. And it's been well over 2 weeks. And I apologize for that. Hopefully the wind's not picking this up too bad. It's picking up. Thunderstorms, we've had a lot of those lately. Some good rain, but with, you know, new trees and new plants in the ground, hey, it's good. So anyway, yeah, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up. But I appreciate the prayers, and, you know, as always, be kind to each other. This world really needs more kindness, as you know. But again, we thank you for the prayers, and, you know, we're praying for you and your family. We always do, and that'll do it. You guys take care. God bless. We'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.
Make it so.